What's up, heroes? Listen, if you're anything like me, then you probably live off of coffee. I mean, at one point in my life, I was drinking probably up to 5 cups of coffee a day. I'm not a coffee hater, but there are some drawbacks to having too much caffeine. It gets to a point where your body starts to depend on it. And I found myself dependent on coffee for any source of energy all day long. If any time I needed to pay attention or anything, I felt myself that I was leaning on coffee too much as a crutch. I went through a period where I tried to abstain from coffee altogether. That didn't work. I was just a miserable, angry person, but there was a balance. I think there is a healthy balance of how much caffeine you have, and you can still be productive. In today's video, I want to show you 5 of the top ways of where you can increase your energy without coffee. So not saying you have to completely eliminate it, but these are things you can do so that you're less dependent on coffee. You can still be mentally clear and focused and energetic without having to be dependent on caffeine. My name is Jarvis and I'm the Morning Hero. I help people wake up early and be so productive with their time that they can be #done by lunch every single day so that they can spend the rest of the day living an extraordinary life. If you're interested in that, you can go to themorninghero.com and learn more about our programs where we help people live that extraordinary life. Number 5 best way to have high energy is to do a morning workout. A morning workout, it does way more than just helps your body stay physically fit. A morning workout specifically activates your cortisol level. So cortisol is this hormone, they call it your flight or fight hormone. It's the hormone that gives you your internal boost, your edge, I call it your internal beast. And what that does is it kickstarts your metabolism and then it gives you energy. It gives you a boost. A workout, as I'm sure you've noticed, when you leave the gym, you're just on fire. You've got this fury for the day. And so I always challenge people, why go work out in the afternoon or the evening when you're just gonna go home and watch TV or go home and go to sleep? Use the power of a workout, transition that to the morning, and then it boosts your energy for the rest of the day. Now you got high energy, you got clarity, you got focus. More importantly, it gives you confidence in this spirit and this swagger that you carry with you throughout your day. So it's just like getting a cup of coffee. You go do a workout and it's just like taking 2 double espresso shots, and then it blasts you into your big critical actions for the day. Number 4 is to skip breakfast. What do you mean skip breakfast? Yeah, so I do something called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting essentially is where you fast for 16 straight hours and then you only eat in an 8-hour window throughout the day. And that does a lot for controlling your metabolism and everything. But here's why I do it. I don't necessarily do it for the weight loss benefits. You can do tons of research on how intermittent fasting helps you with weight loss. I do it for productivity and energy. And so I started intermittent fasting last year. Essentially what intermittent fasting is you skip breakfast and you eat at noon and then you stop eating somewhere around 8 p.m. But what I noticed is in the mornings when I would have a big breakfast, I would be lethargic. I'm sure you noticed that every time you eat really big and heavy, you're tired afterwards. And so whenever I had breakfast, then I would go and try to sit down and focus for work. I would have kind of brain fog. It would take me a while to kind of ramp up and get momentum. I would be a little bit sluggish, and that's because my body is digesting food. And when your body is digesting it, it consumes energy to digest. You're trying to use energy, but your body is actually using that energy to digest food. If you're not digesting food, your body has that energy to send to your brain, to send to other parts, to send to your heart. Your body is better regulating energy when it's not busy in digestive state. The longer you stay fasted, the higher your energy level is. So I skip breakfast every day. So that morning session, my morning work session is so hyper productive because I have all of my fuel and energy that I can dedicate straight to my brain and straight to pumping out high quality work instead of trying to focus on digesting a big heavy meal. So skipping breakfast is going to make your morning work session high powered. And so this is one of my best tools to keep my energy high, especially in the morning when I'm not digesting food and I skip breakfast. So lunch is my first meal of the day every day. I shift all my low priority things to the afternoon so that after lunch, it's okay if I'm tired or sleepy because, my low hanging fruit stuff is in the afternoon. All my big important stuff is in the morning. And that's where I want to have high energy for. So that's why I skip breakfast. Number 3, the best way to get high energy all day is to take naps. A lot of people always ask me, Jarvis, you wake up at 4 in the morning, Do you get tired throughout the day? The answer is yes. If when you're up at 4 in the morning or when you're up at 5 in the morning, of course you're going to get tired. Somewhere around 1 or 1 o'clock, you're going to start, hitting the brick wall. And what I do is I hit the reset button and I take a nap. Listen, there is nothing wrong with taking a nap. And let me qualify that. A nap is 20 minutes or less. Anything longer than that, then your body starts to slip into the deeper phases of sleep. And now at that point, you're just sleeping. There's a difference between napping and sleeping. A nap is just long enough where you want to just hit that little reset button. So you set a timer for 20 minutes and you get up at 20 minutes. You don't snooze it. You have to get up. Anything longer than that, it hurts you because your body's going to slip into a deeper state of sleep. And then it's much harder for you to get up and you're actually going to be more lethargic and tired the rest of the day. 20 minutes is the cutoff. And boom, I'm in my office right now. Sometimes I will actually get on the floor under my desk in my office, set a 20-minute timer on my phone, quick 20 minutes. I'm up and it feels like I've just had 3 cups of coffee. Literally a 20-minute nap feels like I just had 3 cups of coffee, and it gives me a boost for the second half of the day. Taking a nap, it is nothing wrong with taking a nap. I used to actually go out to my car when I was a sales rep I worked for a Fortune 500 company. So I couldn't just crawl under my desk at the office there because there are other people around. I would go out to my car and take a quick nap in the car, come back, and boom, I'm ready for meetings. I'm ready for appointments. I'm ready for everything. And I got fresh energy for the second half of the day. Okay, is this fun? If you're learning anything so far, if you're getting anything out of this, please leave a comment below. Let me know what's your favorite way to recharge yourself without coffee. My number 2 favorite way to keep your energy high and give yourself an energy boost throughout the day is to go for a walk. Walks are the best way to get your blood pumping and flowing, especially if you're in a sedentary environment where you're sitting at the computer or typing away all day. You need some way to get the blood flowing. If you find yourself like starting to get a little drowsy, get a little droopy, getting a little tired, boom, stand up and just go for a walk. I go outside and I walk around the block 2 or 3 times and I come back in, and it's almost the same benefits and the same effect as if I just took a nap. So instead of me crawling under my desk, I go outside and I walk around the block a few times. And it's also great because I can multitask while I'm walking. So if I want to make a phone call, I go out and I take that phone call while I'm walking, or I pop in my earbuds and I'm listening to an audiobook. So I'm fueling my brain and my body at the same time. So a walk is great because you can multitask and it refuels you at the same time. So by the time you get back to your desk or back in front of your computer, now you got fresh energy, and you probably knocked a couple of things off your to-do list while you were walking. So it kind of serves as a twofer. So go for a walk, and that's a great way to recharge yourself without using coffee. Okay, you ready? We're down to number 1. The number 1 way to make sure you have high energy all day without coffee is go to bed earlier. Now, going to bed earlier hopefully it means that you're going to get more sleep. Sleep is the number 1 component of your body recharging and refueling. If you're shortcutting your sleep, if you're going to bed at late, 12, 1 in the morning, you're not going to wake up early with fresh, vibrant energy. In order for you to wake up with fresh, vibrant energy, you have to go to bed earlier. So you sleep. Sleep is the most important thing that you need to pay attention to. By far, it is the hardest thing. I don't know about you, but at night, oftentimes the evenings tend to be our refuge. It's our sanctuary. It's like, oh, finally, a long day. Now this is my time. I need this time for me. And so that we use that time for Netflixing or goofing around on the internet or binging on Instagram or what have you. But the evenings we reserve for this time where I just need some brainless activity. What we're doing is then we're keeping ourselves up late, and then that's going to ruin the quality of our sleep. We're not going to get enough sleep. And then that next day we're going to have low energy. So the best thing you could do is do something what I call to install the power down hour. The power down hour is the last hour before you go to bed. The perfect power down hour means you're cutting off all devices. No TV, no cell phone, nothing that's going to engage your brain, and preferably pick up a book and read. So I have an alarm set on my phone for 8 p.m. I call it the take your ass to sleep alarm. So when the alarm goes off, it literally says take your ass to sleep on my phone. And that's my cue. that's my cue to start my power down hour. I start disengaging with work. I'm not doing emails. I'm disengaging with my devices and social media. Preferably, I'm not watching TV. Now, sometimes me and my wife, we have a couple of shows we like to watch, and that's kind of our quality time. So I don't do this all the time, but I try to stick to this as often as I can, where we stop engaging with TV. And after we put the kids to bed, I will pick up a book and start reading. So that last hour, I'm trying to disengage with digital devices, and then I do something that's going to soothe my brain. And for me, that's reading. And so I read during the last hour, and then more often than not, reading gets me tired. It kind of soothes my brain to put me to sleep. By 9 p.m., 9:30 at the latest, I am in the bed and I'm asleep. This ensures that I get to bed and get all the sleep I need so that I can wake up at 4 in the morning with fresh energy. And as long as I do that, if I can put enough focus on the power down hour before I go to bed, it ensures that I'm going to wake up with energy and I'm going to have high energy all day long the next day. That last hour of the day is the most important thing that's going to contribute to your energy the following day. And so going to bed early and focusing on that power down hour will be your key to having high energy all day long. I hope this was my top five ways so that you can increase your energy without coffee. And by the way, I actually walked people through this process. I have a challenge. It's called the Rise and Grind Challenge. 5 ways to start waking up by 5 a.m. It's a 5-day challenge. And by the end of the 5th day, my guarantee or my promise to you is that you'll be waking up by 5 a.m. with no alarm clock. And so we talk about a lot of these tools and techniques inside that 5-day challenge. If you're interested and you're ready to become a morning hero and you want to join the 5-day challenge, there should be a link below where you can join the Rise and Grind Challenge. And I look forward to seeing you bright and early at 5 in the morning so you can get your day started with a head start. Okay, heroes, leave a comment below. Let me know which one was your favorite, and I'll see you in the next video.